Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Chef Vic Cuisine. Today we're making a goulash. Now this is a classic Hungarian/American dish that takes the traditional Hungarian recipe but adds an American touch to it. This is a great recipe for a cold winter day that you want to warm up your body with to enjoy a delicious meal. So let's get started. Thank you all so much for clicking on this video. On your way in, make sure you smash that like button too. And let's dive into this recipe given to me by my father, another great cook. That's a big inspiration for me in the kitchen. We're going to start this off by dicing up the vegetables we're going to need for this recipe. In particular, we're going with the Three Musketeers of great savory dishes: white onion, green pepper, and garlic. Try this combination, it is so amazing. So we're going to need one large white onion that we're going to finely dice. I find it best to first slice it in half and then work each half separately, dicing it with a sharp knife into small bite-sized pieces. Similarly, we're going to need one large green bell pepper. We're going to first remove the stem and core of the green bell pepper, and then we're going to come back with a sharp knife to dice that up into small bite-sized pieces as well. And we're going to need 2 cloves of garlic that you want to smash to remove the outer peel, and then you want to take a sharp knife with that as well and dice it up into small pieces. You can also use a garlic press to mash them as well. Moving on, we're going to need a large stock pot that we're going to put over medium-high heat, and into the pot we're first going to add 1 pound's worth of lean ground beef. We're talking 90% lean, 10% fat. And you want to break the beef apart into manageable pieces as you add it into the pot. We're going to follow that up by adding in our diced onions as well as our minced garlic. Season this entire pot with a thin layer of salt and black pepper. This will really bring out that hidden flavor within the beef, garlic, and onions. Now let's get that beef sizzling. We want it really hot. You want to cook it until it's no longer pink, tossing the meat around so no part gets cooked more than the other. And once no pink is left, we want to drain away all of that cooked fat. We want this goulash lean and mean. Once our beef has been drained, we want to return it to the same stovetop and add in 1 3/4 cups worth of beef broth, followed by 2 cups of a mushroom and bell pepper pasta sauce, 14.5 ounces of canned diced tomatoes, 3 tablespoons worth of tomato paste, our diced green bell pepper from earlier, and for seasoning we're going to use 1.5 teaspoons of Italian seasoning, and our secret agent for this recipe will be 2 bay leaves. They'll be like James Bond, but undercover in the pot. We're going to cover this pot and allow it to simmer for 15 minutes, reducing the heat to low, or 225 degrees Fahrenheit, or 107 degrees Celsius. This gives all the ingredients inside a time to mingle. We want these flavors to get to know each other like they're speed dating in there. And after that time is up, we want to remove the lid and give the mix a quick stir before we take a spoon and taste test the broth. And if it's not to your liking, you can always add some additional salt and black pepper to your own personal taste. Once you add that seasoning and mix it again, give it another taste test to make sure it's right. And now we're ready to add in 1/2 pound's worth of cavatappi, because we're feeling fancy like that, pasta that's been uncooked. We're going to allow this to swim in our goulash pool and become tender, mixing it in so that every piece is covered in the broth. You want to continue to simmer this with the pot covered for another 20 minutes or until the pasta becomes tender, making sure to stir the pot occasionally. And once the pasta has become tender, we can say goodbye to the bay leaves, they've done their job, and we want to transfer our goulash to our serving bowls. For final touches, I like to add on some shredded mozzarella cheese. And there you have it, folks, my dad's goulash recipe that I've added my own personal twist on. This is a pretty quick and flavorful dish to make that feeds plenty. Serve it up, share some jokes, and enjoy. And when you do try this at home, be sure to tag me at Chef Vic Cuisine or hashtag Chef Vic Cuisine so I can see your great takes on this dish. This recipe and many more can be found in my cookbook, Chef Vic Cuisine Volume 4, Enhancing Your Inner Chef. And that's available on Amazon, and I'll be sure to leave a link to that in my description box. And feel free to click the pop-up on your screen for more information on that as well. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed learning how to make goulash, and if you did, be sure to smash that like button for me. It's one of the best ways to support the channel. And if you haven't done so already, be sure to hit that subscribe button too, so you can see recipes just like this one. And sharing is caring, so if you enjoy this recipe and think someone else will too, feel free to share this with all your family and friends. And stay tuned for next week where I have another banger of a recipe that serves a lot of people, my Greek orzo salad. Literally packed with so much flavor. I can't wait to show you guys how to make this one. Well, thank you again so much for watching. I truly do appreciate it. You can always check out more videos on my page now. YouTube thinks you'll like this video, so let's see if they're right. And I'll catch you next time on another episode of Chef Vic Cuisine. And until then, peace.